May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be free from harm. May all beings love life. May all beings awaken. Welcome to another Cuke Audio podcast. I'm DC, Poobah of Cuke Audio and Cuke Archives. I pray that you and yours are safe and comfortable, free from economic hardship, and able to get out and do whatever it is you want within the limitations of the universal precept of do as little harm as possible. So today we have the 6th installment of the Shunryu Suzuki lecture on beginner's mind that he gave on November 11th, 1965 at 65-11-11 on ShunyuSuzuki.com. If you go to the lecture search form, or you can, you put that in the keyword thing, it's keyword or date, or you can write beginner's mind. And as I mentioned before, he uses the term beginner's mind in this lecture 18 times. And as I recall, there were 21 other times in all his lectures where he used the phrase beginner's mind. This is the beginner's mind lecture that he's so well known for. And it was recently, the audio tape was recently found in a box at the Zen Center with some other tapes. And Zen Center's been having courses on it, and Engaged Wisdom, which is a company run by Charlie Wilson and Jindo David Hayes. They contracted with the Zen Center to get them ready, and Cuke Archives has been putting a lot of time into helping them with that, especially our managing director, Peter Ford, who's put a lot of time into it. I transcribed one of them, and I am there to answer questions, but I've managed to stay out of transcribing more than one of them. So what I'm going to do is play the clip with Shunryu Suzuki saying the 6th out of 7 clips. This is a very short one, but each clip makes a different point. He's got it pretty together, on this. These Los Altos lectures were very brief, and he, he sort of nailed it. They're really impressive. Anyway, I'll play the clip of him saying what he has to say here, then I'll read it, and then maybe I'll have something to say about it, and then we'll hear it again, and then we can all return to the important tasks at hand in our day.
I was very much impressed by your practice this morning, although your posture was not perfect. But the feeling you have here is wonderful. There's no comparison to it. At the same time, we should make our effort to keep this feeling forever in your practice. This is very, very important point.
I was very much impressed by your practice this morning, although your posture was not perfect. But the feeling you have here is wonderful. There is no comparison to it. At the same time, we should make our effort to keep this feeling forever in your practice. This is very, very important point. Oh, I want to remind you that these audio clips I'm playing this week are edited, but only edited in that I took the coughs out. And I didn't edit anything else. I didn't change the timing, the spacing. Maybe I did a little noise reduction. Yeah. So I was very much impressed by your practice this morning. So he goes there to Los Altos, and he sits in Marion's living room. This is before they built the Haiku Zendo in her garage with 17 seats, like the haiku poem with 17 syllables. And, so he says, although your posture was not perfect, but the feeling you have here is wonderful. There's no comparison to it. And he's sort of saying to them, I love coming here because you all have beginner's mind. That's why he's giving here. That's what I think is, this is 65. He's been in America, and this is November. He's been in America since March, April. Is it May? May 1959. And so he's got a number of very serious students. Maybe he was seeing some of them lose their beginner's mind and feeling sort of cocky, and especially men, get competitive, and certain ones want to control things and lead things, and you can't stop that. I'm that way. I'm not I don't like to boss people around, but I like to organize and do things, and get involved with projects and stuff like that, and always running around and making noise and everything. And now he goes to these people here, and they're just coming there to sit and have breakfast with them. And he gives this little lecture. And I think it was like, in a way, going to Los Altos for him was like a breath of fresh air. And a breath of fresh air is beginner's mind. They were, they didn't feel like they were Zen experts or anything. They were just happy to meditate together and happy to have him as a teacher and to listen to his lectures. What he's saying here then is that we should, so I'm very impressed with the way you felt this morning. At the same time, we should make our best effort to keep this feeling forever in our practice. This is a very, very important point. So, sort of hard thing to grab hold of and try to keep forever, because then, of course, the very act of grabbing it and trying to keep it forever, we lose the freshness and the sort of emptiness, in a sense, of being a beginner, and your mind's open. You don't think you know anything. You start filling it with I know this, I know that, and stuff. So let's hear him talk about it again, and then we'll call it a day or a night, depending on what time you're listening to this.
I was very much impressed by your practice this morning. Although your posture was not perfect, but the feeling you have here is wonderful. There's no comparison to it. At the same time, we should make our effort to keep this feeling forever in your practice. This is very, very important point.
This has been a Cuke Audio mini podcast. I'm DC Poobah of Cuke Audio and Cuke Archives, coming to you from sleepy Sonora with Dogette Bandita barking in the background, although she thoughtfully barked mainly between words, so I got most of them deleted out of this. Feline Cuchita being nice and quiet and napping, and dear lovely Katrinka. And we're wishing you and yours and all of us a grand awakening.